Welcome to the vlog. I've got about an hour's left of daylight and I've got this long walk over here. Luckily enough, it's not a long walk. There's a fair bit of chop and colour in the water, so I'm going to go with a light lure, a hard bait, hard plastic, and see if we can catch something. So I'm going on the top water with Panic Prey. I think it's Savage Gear, not entirely sure. That's what I'm going to do. Coming a bit too steep and furious for me, that. Literally, it's coming in really quick. I'm gonna have to work the beach, to be honest. So I'll work the beach. It might be a better plan because that was a little bit crazy. A little bit, well, yeah, wasn't perfect. Oh. I thought it'd be clever because I've only got my boots on. I thought I could hop on the rocks, but the rocks are a little bit too slippy for me. It's really coming in quick. It is, it's really coming in too quick for my liking. I really like this lure. It's going right over the top of the weed and the rock. Very similar to the Pachenko, but a lot cheaper. It's about £8.99. I've got a bigger one yet, but I don't think I need a bigger one. I'm going to stick to this size of one and keep on working out whether I can get any fish out of these breakers here. Not seen any signs of anything, but I'm going to carry on. Keep on trying. Tomorrow is when I was actually going to go fishing, and I've got a little mark I want to fish, maybe some mackerel, whatever I can get my hands on the Great Orme. Absolutely pushing in. Coming quicker than I thought it would. So nothing there. Nothing there so far. Go a little bit further down. It's quite choppy, so it should be perfect, to be fair. This Northwestern spinning rod's coming in handy. I've not had one of these used to sea fishing for a long time. Got a tripod there. In about 10 minutes. Come in by about what? 3-4 metres. Really ripping in. Come a little bit away from the rocks now. Just doing work in the top water. I've noticed the waves come in quite heavy, quite high, and then you have a couple of minutes where it just flattens off, and you can watch your lure coming quite well across the top. Someone had a go at it then. Look at that. Turned it upside down. Someone give it a big old hit then. I missed that. I felt the bang on the braid. I'm on 18-pound braid and 15-pound fluorocarbon and Sienna reel. So I've had one knot then. I'm hoping it comes back, or there's something there I can pick up. That'd be really good. I'm not doing long until tomorrow. The sun's starting to set now. Keep on looking over there. Somebody's not fishing, just hanging about the rock. That worries me a little bit, because I've got absolutely no reason to be there. So I'm just going to keep an eye on them. They might be just relaxing for all I know, but hey ho. A bit choppy now. That's what I'm talking about. It goes a bit flat, like you can see there. It goes flat a little bit and it picks up and gets really choppy again. So I've got to kind of work it when it's not so choppy. That's what I'm trying to do now. Just wait for some of these big breakers to go. So much to learn. Absolutely so much to learn. One last cast. I'm going to settle down for the night, go for a walk maybe, and then go to the rock mark I looked at and do some spinning tomorrow. Up until high tide till 1 o'clock, fish about an hour and then make my way home. So this is my last cast tonight. Don't leave Debs in the van for more than an hour. Whoa, just got booted then. Right, back in the van. Debs was an abstract misery when I got back. Weren't you, darling? Why?
Because I've been sat here on my own board.
How long for?
Ages.
About an hour and 20 minutes.
Ages.
An hour and 20 minutes.
That's ages.
Yeah. Loads of people fishing on the beach. Beach casters, but I've not brought them down because I would have done that, but then I thought Debs would not have been amused at all in the slightest if I've been stuck out there for all night. Can you
stop blaming me?
I'm not blaming you, it's a fact, isn't it? You like spinning, you don't mind spinning and the mackerel fishing, spinning.
Yeah.
But you're not too keen on the beach fishing with the sweaty fish, do you?
Not when it's cold.
No. So, hence why we're going to do a lot more fishing. It's getting dark now. Going to do a lot more fishing through the daytime. So it's a local angling club, going to keep local, which I'm possibly may join. Not next week because I've just spent some money on Bruno. The van needed a new key. The key went faulty, didn't it? I was crying, weren't I?
Yeah.
170 quid for a key, blimey. So we're going to find somewhere to sleep for the night. I'm going to park the van up for closest to Llandudno. Have a bit of walk round again, yeah? Is that a no?
Yeah.
That's a no. And I found somewhere that I can stay. Here. Where I won't get moved. She's not overlooking the sea, which is not great. But at least it's somewhere we can get his head down, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think we'll go where that spot on the wall we had a look before. We park on the car park and walk down where the sheep were. That's a look of death. You know what to do that?
I don't know what you mean.
Where we walked?
Up there?
Yeah.
When it was bloody freezing?
Yeah. Should be okay tomorrow, we'll find out.
It says you can't stay.
Right, see you in the morning. Right, so we're down on Llandudno at night time. Now this is kind of a little bit bizarre because what we've actually got is a load of anglers fishing that any fish anywhere match at Llandudno. This is the second night. I spoke to some of the guys earlier on and it's been fishing quite tough, so I think I'm going to go on the arm tomorrow definitely. And as you look down the beach, as we look at this state now, it's like a second road going all the way down the beach. Look at that. It's a bit windy, conditions are turning, it's raining, it's wet, and the boys down there are hard at it, as you can see. All the way down. It's 80 on this one and 80 on Penzance. That's a lot of anglers. That's a lot of anglers. Anyway, it's chucking it down with rain now. I'm going to get in the van, try and get some sleep, and good luck to them. I hope they actually catch something, because hey ho, that's exactly what it is. They're just trying to catch some fish and win something. So, right, it's getting a bit wet. So it's time to move on and crack on. I think somebody caught a fish then. There's a celebration going on. Right. You comfy, darling?
Yes.
Yeah, she's got her bed sorted out. So she's got her fluffs. You got your Ted with you? Ted's with her as well. Happy days. Right, there's Ted. Ted's a superstar. Right, I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Got a coffee now. What's my coffee? What is it? Where's my coffee then? That's coffee. Yours is on there. She's a dingbat, isn't she? She's trying to take, look, she's saying that's my coffee anyway. Right, good morning. Plans fell to pieces this morning. Observations sometimes isn't my greatest skill, because I didn't notice there's a triathlon that is occurring at Llandudno today, 12 o'clock. But all the roads around the Great Orme have been closed, finished, terminated. So I had a bit of a problem there. The plan to fish around the rocks dissipated and it went. So what we're going to do now is going to fish this mark here. I'm going to go over towards the Great Arm and fish on the rocks and just down the side there, trying to get some bass, that kind of thing. Got coffee in hand. I'm going to show you what we're going to be fishing with. Debs has opted to go with a Chad, which is there, imitating a sand eel. It's got a nice little cheap setup there for spinning. It's ideal for Debs, to be honest. That's like £24.99. Don't cost a lot of money at all to do. So that's that. So it's got the reels. What's the name of the reel? It's called a Sunfish reel. It's from Go Outdoors, and the rod was about 17 quid. So yeah, about £24.99 rod and reel. Where mine, I've got a rod with my signature on. It says Carl G on there. And this was originally a spinning rod I'm going to use for pike fishing many years ago, and I made it myself, my own fair hands, CSG custom built, Northwestern blanks. And it's got a lovely stainless steel reel seat on there, the Sienna reel, and it's from Shimano, that. And I'm going to be fishing with this lure here, which you can see, which goes about 90 centimeters below the water. Start off with that first and move on from that. That's what I'm going to do with that. So there you go. You're right. Right. See you down there. Right, so we're going to fish this part here with some rocks and weed. Perfect spot to put lures out. Put the camera down. That's a disaster. That's just the second cast the knot give on the leader. Stupidity, didn't check it, because I've used it time and time and time again. Go and check it. Lost a lure, straight one. Wounded at that. I don't like losing lures, especially when you use them once or twice. Bugs me, so I've had to go on that. A panic prey. Yeah, gonna go top water now and see if we can catch with that. Debs is cold, so she's giving already. She's cold, her hands are cold. She's cold out day already, so I'm gonna go top water. I'm hoping it floats in, but I don't think it will. Now it's a bit of a pain not being able to fish the Great Arm, because I had some great plans to do some mackerel fishing, getting the feathers out and try and get some bait for me. So by moving on to this mark, which is Ross on Sea between two groins, I thought it was a perfect opportunity to try a new place. If I caught, I caught. If I didn't, I didn't. Chances are I wasn't, because the match in the last two nights illustrated there wasn't a lot of fish knocking about. 160 anglers on two different beaches, all in the area. It was tough going. One of the beaches with 80 anglers only had 3 fish caught, so I was up against it. So at least I could have a look at the marks, check the lures that I've been using, and have a bit of fun. Getting a bit on top now, isn't it? It's coming in a bit too. I've got to get cut off here, I'm not careful. So I'm going to move up onto a bank at the back of me in a second. In fact, I'll do that now while I can. Don't know about you, but I hate losing tackle lures. Hate it with a passion, especially when it's an accident where a knot gives way. I won't mind a cast with that knot about 30 or 40 times yesterday, no problem at all. And that one time give way, and that's like David Jones' locker, isn't it? Unless Debs wants to fish in a minute, but her hands are cold, aren't you? Yeah, her hands are cold, she's not enjoying it too much. It was a couple of years ago. Debs used to fish all the time in winter, but she's got, is it Raynaud's disease? Raynaud's disease, which means that her hands get cold and painful. So that limits a lot of the fishing she does in winter. Hence why in the last couple of years I've not really been carp fishing when I used to do a lot of carp fishing in winter, because I was going on my own. So a relationship isn't all about fishing, is it? But nothing on the weedless, so gonna go back on the top loader again. I've got absolutely no signs of birds feeding, any feeding bait fish anywhere, nothing. Absolutely no signs of fish whatsoever. Gonna carry on, because you never know you're gonna pick that bass up or not. Hey ho, you never know. Well, that was a bit hard going. Enjoyed it all the same. Trying another mark now we've been told about, which is the Gowan railway station on the jetty in Conway Harbour, the estuary. So I was thinking about the estuary when I was fishing over there. I thought, well, I'm going to go, so hopefully we'll try this mark out here and see what comes of it. Oh well, should be good. So darling. Yep. So we're on the jetty. It's a bit wibbly wobbly, isn't it? Yeah, she's a bit undecided about the jetty. But it's all over the place, but hey, oh, it's good fun. So the camera don't go in. Don't put that there in case it goes in the water. Put it on the floor. careful now. Darling, look at me. You're gonna get blown away now. It's gonna create some. There you go, darling. This is where she's gonna go. Come on, Cash. Look, it quite. Oh, it's not too bad. I thought it'd be really choppy. Are you warm enough there?
It's me.
Renee! Very windy. Better than being a bivvy, to be honest. Oh, switched lures again. I've gone on top water again with prey, panic prey, and hopefully get something. I've not got the tripod down because it's like being on a boat. And the only problem is there's nothing that it can rest on, and it'll go in the water. Don't want to lose the camera, so that's what I'm going to do, is just keep it on the floor. When I get a fish, I'll show you the fish.
So, to be continued. It was nice to get out, do some lure fishing, look at some new marks. I'm going to come back to this Conway mark here soon in the future, because it's all about enjoying yourself. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget it's free, it doesn't cost you anything to hit that bell icon to get notifications, and the subscribe just means you get notifications when a new video uploads. I shall see you in the next video, and thanks for watching. Sorry no fish, but we're still on the learning curve. Subscribe, make sure that you don't miss any future videos because it all helps. Take it easy. Cheerio, nice to see you again, and lots of love. Bye bye.